Good morning, I'm Benelmark with SYV News, and we're going to be discussing imperialism in India. With England, I have Sam, and India, I have Max. We're going to start off today with economy and how did it affect India. Sam, will take this one.
Yeah, Britain, coming in and taking over, was a big benefit to their economy. They had an economy in place, but that economy was weak. It was poor. We brought in a sophistication level that really brought the standard of living up to par. Uh, Paved roads, railroads. We made them grow cash crops to help get the money flowing in and out of the country, and we really helped them out.
I have to disagree. They did bring in the railroads and paved roads and all that, but that was for their benefit. Britain ruined India's previous economy and industries as a result of Britain forcing them to import their goods from Britain and not buy their own goods from India.
Alright, let's talk about the famine next.
Alright, Britain encouraged farmers to grow cash crops, and they would tax them high on cash crops. So we wouldn't have too much money to spend on vegetation, and we would not be growing vegetation, which led to starvation.
The starving, the famine, it's really the Indians' fault. We were bringing in cash crops. We were, the taxes were bringing in more and more money. There was money going around. They could have bought food. Like it's really not a hard concept. You work hard, you get money, you buy what you need, and it's their fault.
Alright, before we move on, it led to over 1 million deaths. How do you respond to that?
More of the same. A million deaths could have been averted if the Indians just worked harder and got money.
Okay. The next topic is religion, and did you guys invade them, or was just that Hindu and Muslim just stubborn about it? You want to take this one?
Yeah, they were sort of one-sided with this. They didn't really see any other religion. They would give us rifles, and to load the rifles, you'd have to use cartridges that contained pig fat and cow fat, which is against Hinduism and Muslim. So yeah, we would rebel on that, and they basically tortured or killed whoever rebelled.
Well, you see, there's a couple problems here. First is the Hinduism and the Muslim. Christianity is the only true religion. They need to convert. The other problem is that the cartridges. We're not going to change the way we make weapons. We're the most sophisticated army, military, navy. We have it all, and this was the best way to do it. We're not going to change it just because just for them because it's against their bad religion. Convert. It's not a problem.
Alright, the next is government. Were you guys just too strict to them, or were you guys not willing to follow the rules?
Oh, they had to be way too strict. They controlled the government and didn't allow the native people to have a say or a part of politics, and they wouldn't even let us run for positions of power, and we were basically helpless. We couldn't do anything.
I agree and disagree. You were allowed positions. We had political leaders who would stay in place. I mean, yeah, we controlled them. They were just our puppets. But I mean, it gives them some. They get the British way of life and the society and the upper class kind of way of living. That's just. I mean, who doesn't want it? Plus, they get to look up to somebody who looks like them, talks like them. It really was a win-win situation. We get everything we want, and they look up to somebody they already looked up to.
Alright, well, I have a question for each of you, and you'll have 30 seconds to respond. The first question is, how come you guys wouldn't let them use homespun clothes?
Because the homespun, it would ruin the economy. If everybody just made their own clothes, it doesn't work. You gotta buy, you gotta sell. That's capitalism. You can't just make everything. That's who's gonna make money. You gotta buy it from us, so we make money. And if you don't have money, work at it, get money. It's not a big deal.
Okay, your question is, did you guys like being sent over to England for education?
I mean, yeah, we liked the education. Plus, it gave us another sight that we were able to see how the British, their land works compared to ours. Like their people are fat, our people are starving. This is it's just showing us how the British controlled our economy, took our crops, took our money, and we're just being selfish about the whole thing.
All right, I think that's it. I want to thank you both for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Okay. Sam, you're stupid.
I'm gone.
From Britain, which led to the Great Starvation of India, and
Bad.
I did screw up too. I screwed up too.
don't even know why I
Drink it, you got loads, but that was really to benefit them, not us. The East Indian Trading Company would buy materials at a low price.
Why are you together for so long?
Good morning, I'm Ben Omer from SYV News, and we're going to be discussing imperialism today. On the right, I have Sam with India, and on the left, I have Max with...
You idiot. And also India, and to be honest, it's the Indians' fault. Like, you know, we were making money. Money was changing hands. There was plenty to go around. People, you fucking idiot!
You spelled something on your look and you just looked at me.
You spilled. I was doing so good. I was on a roll.
The next question is religion. Did you guys invade their religion, or was the Indian and Muslim and Hindus, were they just stubborn about it?
Well, I mean, there's really a couple issues here, and the first is that they're Hindu and Muslim. Christianity is the only true religion, and they needed to first off convert. And
that cracked me out. You're saying the Christians are the true religion.
I saw you just reach your
I had to. I was dying.
Because you were gonna laugh, and that made me laugh.
When you said edibles, I
Yeah, I didn't know what else to say.